Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome if you are new. This is going to be a water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces collective weekly reading. I always like to set the intention that everyone who's meant to be here finds their way here. There will be some kind of message to uplift, heal, or inspire. May these cards represent the highest order of truth and bring clarity. We're going to start with a sacred geometry activation. So just tapping into my water signs. Thank you. Alright, we have two chakras here. The bottom two chakras, water signs. The root and the solar plexus. No, not the bottom two, I'm sorry. The first and the third. So the frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of your life, which the root, for those that don't know, I'm pretty sure most of you know, but is the chakra that sits at the base of your spine, the lowermost energy center. And this is the center that connects us to Earth, to Gaia. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. So how secure are you feeling? Have you been feeling grounded? Or are you a little in your head too much? If you've been feeling like, you're a little cloudy, or like you've really been in your head overthinking, you can call in the root chakra. Just invite the center to open and to expand. You can see roots growing from your feet or your seat or whatever is touching the surface below. And just allow those roots to grow deep into Gaia. See them wrap around the central core, central sun, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. And then give them a little tug as they wrap around. You'll instantly feel that magnetic connection. The flower of life, which is in both of these, is this geometric shape that is recognized by many cultures all over the planet. It consists of 13 equal circles that intersect at the middle of each other. So it intersects at the middle of each circle, which creates this perfectly proportioned flower. As a symbol, the flower of life represents the universe as a whole, as well as the harmony in which all the separate components of the universe work together. It's often used to indicate our understanding of our connection, right? And as humans and as spiritual beings to the whole. Red, the color red, is linked to our survival instincts, to our ability to ground and identify ourselves in the physical world. It's also connected to our sense of prosperity and security and our physical health, our physical vitality. The root chakra, right at the base of the spine, is also the seat of the Kundalini. And the Kundalini energy has been coming up the past couple days. Many of you may be having some Kundalini awakenings or reawakenings, I like to say. That would be for those that are like working with breath work. The Kundalini is your instinct, your primal energy, your life force energy. It's the roots believed to be the generator of life. Red stimulates love and passion, excitement, courage, strength, power, right? Persistence. You might want to just take a moment to mentally scan your body. Just see how it feels. Notice if there's anything it wants to tell you. Notice how grounded you feel. Notice how deep did your roots grow. Did you allow them to grow very deep or just a little bit? Do you feel connected to Gaia, to Mother Earth? Do you feel connected to the cosmos? Okay. Take time today to contemplate your connection with the physical plane. When was the last time you walked barefoot outside? And then we're going to move on to the solar plexus. Number 3. 3 reminds us of the mind, body, and soul connection. 1 is pure source energy, by the way. The frequency of the solar plexus, which is our central sun. It's our sun of courage and will, strength, our power. The yellow flower of life supports our sense of our personal power, our willpower, as well as knowing who we are and what our contribution is to the whole. Right? It's also got the flower of life, reminding us of the universe as a whole and the harmony in which all the separate parts, all the separate pieces work together. And this is also all the separate pieces of you, all the fragments. The solar plexus is located in the area of the diaphragm, below the breastbone. It's linked to our sense of self, our authority, our personal power. It's the area of our personality and our ego. Yellow helps us to think clearly, to increase our awareness, and to stimulate our curiosity. It strengthens our vitality, our life force, our energy. It senses sight. I don't know if I mentioned the root sense is smell. So this center asks us to consider what is important in your life. Do you spend your days doing what you love? Do you feel satisfied? Do you feel that you're an important part of this big ass puzzle we call life? Most of us have at least that one thing that we love doing and that we're really good at. So what is your thing? We're going to move into some animal spirit cards. Thank you guys, by the way, for liking the video. It really does help me out. I appreciate it. I also love hearing from you guys, so feel free to drop in the comments. Let me know you were here. My water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. We've got the nightingale and the fox. You did want to come out in reverse here. The fox is my partnership card. Some of you guys could be having issues with relationships. The Nightingale in reverse is like, it says shy, lump in the throat. There could be a little block in some communication or the way that you communicate with others or with another. We're going to have to get some tarot out here and see what this is all about. The fox in reverse can be a bit of sneaky energy, trickster energy, unsure. Someone may be unsure themselves, unsure their identity. This upright, the Nightingale would be like freely communicating, speaking their mind, speaking their truth, open communication. And upright, the fox would be my partnership card. Monogamous partnership. Yeah, there's something here with love. But in reverse, there's a block, a disconnection, a separation. I think some of you guys are hoping to get what you really want out of life. You know, your highest, greatest good here. But I don't know. It just feels like there's some kind of sneaky energy going on here. Or... Yo. Wow. What in the world do we have going on right now? Let's put this up there. We got two aces out here. Aces represent new beginnings. Somebody's trying to have a new beginning here of love and of career, of emotions and finances or energy. But it feels like there's something in the way here. Could kind of feel like someone's only out for themselves, or what is this? What is this Seven of? We had the Devil on the bottom. The Devil stands for attachments, and we're speaking of the mind here. Some of you guys, there could be with the Judgment card coming out, there could be some thoughts that are playing tricks on you. Especially with the fox in reverse and the Devil wanted to come out. Yeah, there could be some thoughts playing tricks on you right now. We got the Magician on the bottom. You are the magician. You are creating your reality. So are your thoughts in alignment with what you really want? Or are you telling a different story? It feels like somebody's fighting themselves here. You could be fighting with another too, but it just feels like there's a need to get some clarity here within. Yeah. It's a need for a new way of thinking. Is exactly what this is. Tell me about this Ace of Cups. I'm hearing something with patterns, repeating patterns. You could be in some kind of loop. It is, when we're clarifying the Ace of Cups, which is new love, right? When we're speaking in terms of new love, First of all, you need to make sure that you have wrapped up the old lessons, the old wounds, the old traumas, the old relationships, so you're not bringing that shit into your next relationship, for one. For two, you need to decide what you want, or who you want even, because it just feels like there could be a lot of options, or you could be a little wishy-washy, or there's just a need. Like, the Seven of Cups comes out when you need to make a choice. And yeah, the world speaks to completions. It also speaks to new beginnings. It also speaks to closing out chapters. Mindsets for some of you. I just feel like some of you guys could be stuck in a certain mindset about someone, or in general around about the opposite sex, perhaps. I don't know. It just feels like there's a rigid way of thinking that could be getting in your way. Like, you got your mindset in this one direction, but you're really fighting yourself in it. Because maybe you actually, it just feels like you're fighting yourself. It's like there's two stories here that you're telling almost. And tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. My water signs. The Emperor in reverse. You get one more. It feels there's a feeling of powerlessness. This could go back to childhood, or there could be children involved. But the Emperor could also be going against the rules, going against like what the way things are supposed to be. There could be children involved, or you could have picked up some of these mindsets that we were talking about, or subconscious programming, unconscious programming, from childhood. I don't know. It's like there's a beginning, a potential new beginning here. But I don't know, maybe it goes against takes you off your crown, takes you off your throne. I don't know what this is. I'm going to get a little more clarity on that because that's tripping me up. Tell me about this Fool. Just conflict here. Yeah, there's conflicted energy. The Fool upright would be like a new beginning that's inspired by source energy, but in reverse, it's kind of like, I don't know if I should go there. Like, there's an offer for love, but it feels like there's a lot of conflict here. Either there's fights, bickering, or you're just conflicted within, or both. You're gonna need to take some time to quiet the mind, go within, get clear about what it is that you want, what it is that you need, what's taking your power, what's draining your energy, perhaps your life force. Because this is an opportunity here to have a new beginning, energetically, emotionally, but I don't know, it just feels like there was an offer on the table here, but something got in the way, or your own mindset, your own ego, perhaps, need to win. Tell me more about this Emperor in reverse. Oh. These two have been coming out a lot together. The Hierophant in reverse. There's a spiritual lesson here that you're not listening to. Damn. Let's get some advice with the Pocket Shaman or Mystical Shaman deck. Can we get some advice, please? We do have the star on the bottom of the deck, which speaks of hope, renewal, rejuvenation. Some advice for my water signs. We got the sun. I'm gonna get one more. Advice for my water signs. Thank you. We got the sun and Standstill. What's that number? 53 and 52. 53 breaks down to an 8, the reminder of the connection of all things, the infinity. The sun is our source of energy. It's acknowledged, by pretty much all the cultures, lots of cultures, as the foremost masculine force. In some traditions, it's seen as the feminine in her full power, but either way, it's the most brilliant light for all beings and allows life to sprout from the dark, from the dark feminine earth, right? It can be gentle and warming, close to sunrise or sunset or fall, but fall and winter, it can be destructive. Have you been hibernating? Have you been introspective? Because this is a sign that it may be time to come out of your cave a little bit and get some sun. Right? The sun rekindles your passion and your creative energy. Right? Life is calling you to shine your light and to add your lightness and humor to the seriousness around you. Right? Get out and play a little bit. If you feel like there's some conversations that need to be had or something that you're not speaking on with the Nightingale in reverse, maybe it's time to get out and speak on it. Maybe it's time to be brave and to say what you need to say, because there's something here that is taking your power. Right? And the Fool in reverse hesitates, which could be causing internal struggle right there. This could all be a lack of communication, honestly. Someone that feels like they always kind of gotta win. I don't want to say it like that, because it's just that feeling like a little bit of ego, right? Like I can't talk to this person because I've already said this, or it's something like that. It's like you're holding back, and it's causing a lot of turbulence here. All right, closed mouths don't get fed. And then the standstill, the four of swords had wanted to come out as well. Look, there's a message here of balance as well, you guys. The temperance card with the two of pentacles. You could be trying to balance work and home, or your finances, or your energy. But notice she's pouring out her water, which is emotion. There's something here that needs to be communicated. You need to pour something out, right? And not into a bottle or a glass. Standstill. When standstill appears, it's the symbol of pausing, right? The act of observation. Maybe you need to take a moment to observe. It's a symbol of breathing. And we did have the Kundalini that came out earlier. Maybe some of you want to focus on doing some breath work. It represents the benefits of temporary non-action. But this card did come out in reverse, you guys. So while temporary non-action is good for you, it also can represent a feeling of being stuck, unable to take action for some reason. So it might be time to get out of that analyst paralysis. All right, standstill invites you to turn within, to breathe, and to recognize the condition of the moment. It allows you to have the opportunity to bear witness to whatever's going on before movement resumes. It's also an opportunity to exit without damage, abort a project if you need to, or a relationship for some. It may be time to relieve you of an unnecessary burden that maybe you took on without considering the cost. Which one it is just depends on you, on stopping and taking a breath, quieting the mind, removing all the distractions, and getting real clear. And then you can make your next move in a more grounded, relaxed, detached way. Just remember, when something doesn't go your way or how you think it should, what's yours can't be taken away. I don't know. I feel like that was a lot. Thank you guys for liking and sharing and commenting, subscribing. I appreciate all of you. I see you, and I love you guys. Have a great rest of your week.